So accountability, rewarding performance, consistently across the board. Again, I talk with a lot of companies. So far this year, I've probably talked to over 2,000. And I would say 95% of people reward activity and attendance, not performance. So, well, we give Frank a bonus. Well, why? Well, because he's been here 5 years. Okay, well, that's great, but what is he contributing to the company? And so the key piece, especially in this economy where every dollar matters, is you have to pay people for value and what they're contributing to the business, and really make sure that the culture in your organization is based on merit. You know, Frank got promoted because he's the best employee here, or Susan got a raise because she brought in this new account. Whatever the case may be, tying that pay to actual performance and contribution. So it must be focused on clear objectives so that there's no subjectivity to it, that everyone knows, hey, the reason that so-and-so is making more money is because they're adding more value to the company and they're doing more for us. And then make sure that it's standard across the organization and consistent. And then obviously the benefits are pretty straightforward. You got people that come into work motivated, engaged, excited about what they're doing, and understanding how they connect the dots between what they do 9 to 5 and how that equates to their check on Friday. And then again, following up on Robert's point as far as preparing for change and again, the rapid pace of change in American business is the power of training. And really the component for accountability is not only an accountability that you keep your employees accountable to the company, but the company's accountable to your employees. And being able to help train them and develop them to grow your organization, prepare them for change. And especially as a small business, or any business for that matter, you have to continue training in order to fill the gaps in your talent. So one of the biggest things that I hear from executives now is, especially on the smaller business side, is we have no succession plan. I just talked to the bank the other day. 100% of their management team is going to retire in the next 3 years. 100%. They have no gap between entry-level management. So over the next 5 years, they got to somehow ramp up people who are just beginning to manage the company, or they got to hire people in. And it's shocking to even think that you'd let your company get in that place, but people just go through day to day just worrying about their business, not thinking through how are we preparing our people to grow. And if you're not bringing people up consistently, you're going to have this gap, and that's very scary for many businesses. So just preparing that. And then for top producers is really tying them again to the long-term vision of the company and how they're playing a key role in that, and what their development is going to look like, and then how they can bring people up behind them. One of the big things about top talent is they want to be leaders. If you're the leader in your department, you want to keep being in that position. So who best to follow suit and prepare their position when they leave? So you're promoting them to a VP, now you need someone as a manager. Who knows more about being a manager than your best one? So let them help create that training for you and help prepare that person. And then also, you know, developing the what-if scenarios. I talk to probably an executive a month that says, my top guy just left, I don't know what to do. How can you help? So preparing those situations, and again, that's part of the training is, you know, if these key people leave, who do we have to backfill those positions? Tip number 4 is utilize a 360 tool. Basically, if you're not familiar, a 360 tool is just a full comprehensive look at an individual. And the purpose is to get clear, objective, honest feedback on a manager, employee, whoever the case may be. There's a number of resources out there you can do this. We happen to have a tool. It should be web-based. It should be easy. And the advantage is you're going to get an insight into a manager or an employee you would have never got. And it's anonymous so that you understand that people give honest feedback. And so what you're able to connect with is that, you know, this individual is my manager, from this employee perspective thinks this, from their peer thinks this, from their director thinks this, from a customer perspective. You get a full comprehensive look to identify 2 really important things. Number 1 is their hidden talents. In all the cases that I've seen, there's always something that everyone they work with thinks they're good at that they're not confident in. So it's an opportunity to encourage them that, hey, you're actually better at this than you think. You might want to engage some of those skills here because there's a value. The second thing, which is usually more common and which really is a highlight, is the blind spots. You don't know what you don't know. So as a manager, I think I'm a fantastic communicator. My employees think I'm rubbish. That's a problem because I'm confident that, oh, they know it, they get it. I'm a great communicator. And all the employees saying, we don't get it. So identifying those areas and then helping to coach them with some real data to say, you know what, I don't just think you're a poor communicator, your whole team does. We need to address this issue. How can we work on that?